Ah, man, y'all not finna like this. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez. The tickets are now on sale. Woo! And they kind of pricey. In this video, I'm going to break it down. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, let's jump right into it. I peeped it for y'all. The Shakur Stevenson tickets are now on sale. Ticketmaster. I'm on their official website so we can see what it's hitting for. Right here. Right? Boom. Let's say one ticket, right? Ah! Bro, look at that. Can y'all see that? Y'all smell that, son? Look at this. $907 for one ticket. $1,106. $1,339. 1105. Like, bro, what are we talking about? And then if we're talking about the actual floor at Madison Square Garden, $3,000. Look, we ain't done enough. $3,000, bro. Hold on. They wildin'. They out here tripping. Section 109. Look, real close to the ring is 11,000. Bro, $11,000. Huh? This is what we doing? This how you feel, Emery? Yo. These prices must come down. You know what they say? What comes up must come down. And these ticket prices must come down. Now, what I've noticed is Turkey ring. I don't know how they do it in Saudi Arabia. I don't know what the ticket price is hitting for over there. I don't. Because it don't even look like that many people be in the venue. And they probably gave away all the tickets. But when they do their events in America, I feel like whoever's in charge of their pricing does not know how to price for a boxing event. Because what I just looked at is absolutely absurd. Listen, Teofimo, Shakur Stevenson, as a fight, for me, I'm going to watch it. You know, it's not the worst thing. I don't hate it. I just feel, here's my thing with the fight. I feel, I've said it from the beginning. Based on the styles, this particular fight could turn out to be almost too much of a thinking man's fight. Like, you got kind of essentially two counterpunchers in there, right? You got two counterpunchers in there. So as a result, you got two people, neither one of them's been stopped before, right? And two guys that are willing to use their brain. For me, Teofimo is actually more athletic. He's faster and more explosive and hits harder. Shakur is better with managing distance, higher ring IQ, things like that. So just from a point of how I'm imagining, when you put boxing, when you get two tactical fighters, it's not guaranteed action. Sometimes it's two people who are both not trying to make the mistake and no one wants to lead. And those can be like rather slow paced or boring fights. So this has a chance to be like that, you know? their temperament is going to really determine. So it could be a good fight. Sometimes when you get two high level, operators and they both are going for it, you can get fights where if somebody's willing to take the lead or someone get clipped and hurt, you can still have a good fight. But for me, in my observations in this boxing game, more often than not, styles make fights. So when you have polar opposite styles, it almost guarantees the action, right? And if you listen, I've been very consistent with that. Like Lamont Roach when he was fighting Pitbull Cruz. The reason I like that matchup so much is because Pitbull Cruz is kind of a crude fighter, spamming combination punches, left hooks, body punches, don't know how to jab for real, right? But he's durable and he's a gunslinger, right? Lamont Roach, more put together, more skill, will stand in the pocket and try to trade and counter and, bang with you to get some respect, etc. And it was a good fight. That's typically how it happens. Like Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, good fight, totally different styles. So when you mix the different styles, I feel like more often than not, you're going to get what you're looking for. But two counterpunchers is definitely not always guaranteed to be a barn burner. So why does that matter is your ticket prices are outrageous. Even if it was an all-action fight, right? Even if it was that type of fight, these ticket prices are high. And look what they did. Tickets literally just went on sale today, right? And all the sections are blocked with no tickets available. All the high sections at Madison Square Garden, you see it's all grayed out, right? So I can't even click on it. And they blocked, what I believe happened is they blocked all these sections that people would gobble up first, pause, and buy first because they're cheaper, and they only left these expensive, and they're seeing who is foolish enough or loaded with cash enough to pay these astronomical prices. If you pay these prices, you are foolish because they will have to come down in price for sure. If they're going to have to come down 11,000 to being ringside for this, come on, bro. They're going to come down in price. There's no way. So if you are interested in going to the fight, I would advise you to worry about the other elements of planning, but ticket prices at some point, they got to come down because these prices are just too crazy. $1,100 for one ticket in the lower bowl, $225, $2,000 in section 224. I don't know if y'all can see that. Bro, $2,000 for lower bowl. and it is, again, I don't know who be doing their pricing, but it's very evident they don't know what they're doing like that because these guys are not Gervonta Davis. It is what it is. They're not Gervonta Davis. They're not like this big, the world stops type of Canelo fighter, a Gervonta Davis fighter. So they're high charging. They got the prices like hiked up, seeing who's foolish enough to buy. Period. Look at section 117. That's a $6,201. 6,000, and you're not even ringside. 10,000. 6,800. I don't know who they were drunk when they were doing the prices, but and the other thing is too, let's be for real. The boxing fans, we don't even know, as of me recording the video, we don't even know what the undercard consists of. Like, who's on the undercard? Name one fight on the undercard, right? And people are like, oh, they're going to load it up. How you know? Name the fight. Because there's times where they'll put hella extra on whatever fight, like, oh, it's a banger, and it's not something that I'm personally interested in. They'll just try to hype it up as like a a fight that everybody's calling for. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this develops and what they're planning on doing for the undercard, because these prices, there's no way this can fly. I mean, you let me know if I'm tripping in the comment section, and let me know if you think these are a great pricing scheme. Again, Shakur's never been on pay-per-view. Shakur's last couple fights, he hasn't even fought as a main event. He hasn't even been the main event in none of his recent fights since joining with these people. After leaving Top Rank, contract expired or elapsed or whatever, you fulfilled your Top Rank contract, and then you haven't even been a main event. You were supposed to fight Joe Cordina on the undercard to Bivol, Better Biev. Then on Better Biev, Bivol Part 2, you fought on the undercard underneath what was supposed to be Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. Turned out to be Martin Bacoli and Joseph Parker, because Dubois got sick last minute. Shakur's opponent, Floyd Schofield, got whatever that was, poisoned, sick last minute. Then you fought a Hamza Shiraz Berlanga undercard in New York, and you're from Newark, New Jersey, just up the street. You know what I mean? An hour away or whatever it is. And they put some UK dude with a Brooklyn dude as the main event. And he was like one fight Berlanga, one fight removed from a Canelo loss where he lost every round and got dropped. And then Hamza Shiraz was coming directly off of a performance in the lighter weight class versus Carlos Adames, where he really should have lost. So despite Hamza Shiraz being a UK fighter with no big profile in America, he's a good fighter, but he don't have a big profile, and he wasn't coming off a statement win. He was coming off a draw with Carlos Adames. They still put you as the main event. They still put that fight as a main event over Shakur and Zepeda, right? So that shows me. And they're doing all this like, oh, Tom and Jerry. They created a rule for people like Shakur Stevenson. So to go from that to now you the main event and we charging astronomical amounts, we'll see how that works for boxing fans. Let me know what you think of these ticket prices. If you live in New York, if you're planning on going, let me know that in the comment section. But for me, the prices have to come down. It reminds me of Ryan Garcia in New York with Devin Haney. You got two West Coast fighters, didn't fight in the West Coast for whatever reason. It makes more sense. If Devin's from Henderson, Nevada, and Ryan's from Victorville, California, why you ain't put them, and I said this from the beginning, why you ain't put them in the West Coast? You put them on the East Coast and then had these crazy ticket prices. And to be honest, you let me know. What do you feel was a bigger fight? Devin and Ryan before? Because I don't care about after, because I'm talking about before. Were you more hyped for that fight or Shakur and Teo? And Teo just fought on the undercard. He was like the opening act on the main card in Fatal Fury. They put Devin Haney, Ryan and Rolly, and Jose Ramirez above him. So now you're taking these undercard fighters, putting them in Madison Square Garden. I'm not mad at the location, but these ticket prices are crazy. Let me know what you think, dude. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.